finally we have left Kolkata and we have left all the hassles of Kona Expressway and touched the Durgapur Expressway. Today the traffic is comparatively less. As you know, it is Sunday and it's early in the morning and it's 6:45. So within 45 minutes I have been able to touch the Durgapur Expressway and having a moderate speed. So let me tell you friends, today our destination is Valki Machan, and this particular place is really suited for a day trip. It's more preferable if you can do this trip during the winter months, but we didn't find any time during the winter months as I was quite busy. But for the last 4 months we are thinking about a day trip where we won't make a night stay, and decided to choose Valki Machan. Why Valki Machan? Because most of the route will be on your 4-lane highway except few stretch of the village road. So we decided such a destination where most of the journey will be on 4-lane highways. So let's go to Valki Machan. Stay tuned friends for Valki Machan trip. So far the car is giving very good mileage. As you can see, I am getting 20.8 and the speed I have maintained around 80 kmph. So that's good mileage and that's quite a good moderate speed. So it's not true that Altroz is not giving good mileage, but in city I never get more than 12, and if it is bumper to bumper it may come down further with all the time air conditioner on. There was heavy traffic till Bardhaman Renasa Mode. In fact, huge lines of trucks, and I had to zigzag left and right to clear my way. We are crossing Shaktigarh, and if you want to take any refreshment or take some break, Shaktigarh is an ideal place. I will come to Shaktigarh while returning. Now I won't spend any time here. Okay, so you need to. So this road actually will take you to Poraj railway rail gate. So remember that this road is in a bit poor condition. You have to be very slow, full of potholes. In fact, I have seen in other YouTube videos those who have come during the monsoon, the road was in totally shambles. There is a alternate way via Gushkora, but that takes a longer time, because if you can manage this stretch, the most of the journey is on the 4-lane section. That is one advantage. Bardhaman is famous for potato cultivation, and you can see a small truck with loads of potato just waiting to be transported in the local market. At Obhirampur crossing you need to take a right turn. I have just left Obhirampur and then again left. Within a few meters you need to take left, and this road will take you straight to Valki Machan. This time I have carried some cooking arrangement. Last time in my road journey I practically fell ill after eating outside. So I have carried a small gas stove with some utensils. First I will prepare some tea, and after having tea we'll have some breakfast, and then we'll roam around the Valkimachan and take some beautiful shots, and after that we'll prepare our lunch. This is actually my first attempt to cook outside actually. Today I have forgot to shave even, and what to do, you will see my white beards getting older now. And I have parked the car in a beautiful location. As you see, there is a small water body over there. There is a small water body over there. I always prefer black tea without sugar. Having tea after 4.5 hours. By this time normally if I am at home, I normally take 2 to 3 cups. That has been shorted by 1 cup. So let's enjoy the tea and then we'll move on. So we washed our utensils. Now we'll use some tissue paper to rub them off, and then it is ready for next cook. You can go and take rest, or you can book from Kolkata. That is the Aranya Sundari guest house, the only available accommodation in Bhalkimachan. So you can also stay here if you want to stay, but since we are on a day trip, we are not going to stay here. We are going straight to the Machan now. While coming to Bhalkimachan, when you reach closer to the Machan, the Google will show you on the right hand side, but the Machan is here. It is not. Let us park the car. So there lies the Machan. So this is the Bhalkimachan that is on my background. What is actually Machan means an elevated platform. It is often said that the zamindars and rajas of those days used this platform to hunt bears, but if you see the structure properly, there is nothing as such. In fact, it is the famous GTS tower of the 18th century era, when the Britishers actually wanted to measure the length and breadth of India for geographical reasons, and they established such towers all over India. In fact, in Bengal also you will find this type of towers, and this particular project was spearheaded by William Langton. You will find it in the British Gazette also there are a lot of reports regarding this. And this particular GTS tower was used to measure the length and breadth and the survey of India. So let us explore this tower. Other than this, there is nothing here in this particular region, but if you roam around 40 to 50 kilometers in radius, there are some other places to see also, but we won't be going there. our plan is little bit different. So let's explore the tower first. For a weekend trip it is really enjoying. You can drive around 3.5 hours, you can reach there, and most of the drive is within the 4-lane highway, so reaching this place is very easy. I have started at around 6 o'clock and by 9:30 I have reached here. After that I have prepared some tea and then I have come to this particular Machan. These are the 4 L's. Actually most of the GTS towers that are in Kolkata and around, they have a normal wall type of structure, but this particular GTS tower has 4 L-shaped towers and in between there is another tower, and this is a unique design which other towers don't have actually. Let us get inside. This is the center tower, and as you can see, let's go through it. There is a hole. Actually this particular pit, which is now covered with an iron grill, the local folklore used to say it was used as a beer truck, but that is not possible in such a small hole. It was used for some measuring purposes. Some instrument was actually suspended from that particular hole that you see. As you can see, there is a hole. So that particular hole, something was inserted up to this particular area, and it was used as a measuring instrument, was actually suspended or something like that should have been done in those days. And the people who used to measure used to go in the top, and there was an elevated structure over there which is no more. And this GTS survey activity lasted for about half a century, and finally it was replaced by some other measures. And this great trigonometrical survey, or the GTS what we call, was one of the most complex calculation before the pre-computer days. Hats up to those people who were able to do this calculation in those days. Think of that. This entire place was actually surrounded by forest. Regular attack from wild animals were not uncommon. In spite of those difficulties, they did this survey of India. Also, this place was famous for malaria and different type of diseases, and sometimes an entire survey team perished while doing these activities. So such was the difficult task in those days. Of April, and the temperature is much on the higher side. The historical importance of the tower has been forgotten and it lies in ruins. A little administrative effort can maintain the tower and reveal its amazing history that has long been replaced by a local folklore. There is the particular number. আচ্ছা দাদা, আপনাদের এখানে রুম বুক করতে হলে কোথা থেকে বুক করতে হবে? ফোন নম্বরে ডাইরেক্ট এই যে ফোন নাম্বারটা দেয়া আছে, আচ্ছা এই নম্বরে ডাইরেক্ট বুকিং হয়ে যাবে। আচ্ছা, রুম চার্জেস কি আছে আপনাদের? রুম নন এসি ডাবল বেড 1000 টাকা, এসি 1300 টাকা। আচ্ছা, and here the rooms start from 1000 rupees non AC to 1500, and there is also a dormitory also, 13 bed dormitory. They charge 3000 rupees. So let's go to the picnic spot. এই রাস্তাটা না দাদা, এগুলোকে কি বলে যেগুলো কুড়াচ্ছ? মূল। মানে এটা কি ফুল এক জাতীয়?
ফুল নয়, এটা ফল।
ফল?
এরা পিপলস কালেক্টিং।
আমাকে একটা দেখাও তো।
এই তো, দেখো দেখো।
ও, these local tribal women, they are actually collecting this type of fruits, and this fruit is used to ferment into country liquor. So this is a one type of profession here. As you can see, they are collecting. Yes, it's really sweet, very very sweet. Now I will prepare our breakfast here.
কথা বলে আমরা হিন্দি বুঝি না, বুঝিয়ে বলতে পারি না কিছু।
ও, তোমরা বাংলাই বলো না? তোমাদের একটা নিজেদের ভাষা আছে তো?
আমরা নিজেদের ভাষায় বলছি তো।
বলো।
হ্যাঁ, এই তো বলছিলাম।
আচ্ছা,
এখন বলবো? চলো ওই দিয়ে যাবো, ওই দিয়ে যাওয়া মানে আমাদের ভাষা হলে তো চলো হানতে চালাবো।
আমরা কিছু বুঝবো না।
সেই তো বুঝতে পারবি।
এটা হচ্ছে ম্যাগি।
না তাহলে করো
না, তোমরা একটু খেও, তোমাদেরকে একটু দেবো। দাঁড়াও আগে হোক।
তোমরা অনেক দূর থেকে এসছো,
খেয়ে দেখো। হোক
হোক হোক।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ করো, তবে তোমাদেরকে খাওয়াবো।
so the Maggi preparation is complete. A wholesome breakfast is ready. You can add egg also, but we haven't brought any egg since this is my first time experiment with having food outside. Very very hot, very very hot. Only bear that is found here is the statue of a bear at Valki Machan. Today we have already taken our breakfast and our next idea was to prepare our lunch, and here we have brought all the ingredients. We will prepare biryani on a roadside environment, and this is a really enjoying experience actually. You can also try it if you want. So let's see how biryani will be prepared in a roadside environment. Oh, what are the things you have brought?
Vegetables, masala, biryani masala,
Chili
oil, or chicken, marinated chicken,
that is Dehradun rice,
1.5 cup.
1.5 cup. That will be sufficient for 2 of us. And around 300 grams of chicken. So let's start the process. Now my wife is busy preparing the biryani for our lunch. So for this she is cutting all the vegetables that is required, and all the ingredients are nearly ready. So once the vegetables are ready, she will start the cooking. Since it's summer now, not a single person is there. You can see it's totally deserted. In fact, you can see there are makeshift chulas here. And this is the particular picnic spot. As you can see, these are all the makeshift chulas. This is one, there is another one, this place is well known for picnic parties, so we have chosen that particular area, but we have brought our own cooking arrangement from Kolkata. Now let's light up the stove and we'll warm up the pressure cooker. So we need to heat the oil in order to cook. Very little quantity of oil will be required. Once the oil get heated up, we'll add all the onions and salt so that the onion gets cooked and becomes little bit brownish in color. Then we'll add the tomatoes.
एकदम ब्राउन होगा उसके बाद टमाटो जिंजर गार्लिक add tomatoes to cook, then add all masalas, turmeric, red chili powder, Kashmiri red chili powder, dhania powder and salt to taste, and then add garam masala powder and biryani masala.
কমাও
Four piece chicken.
Now allowing chicken to becoming tender. This will take some time.
And half cup. Now add chili and হয়েছে কিনা
এইটা একটা খেলেই হবে পেট ভরে যাচ্ছে দই দিয়েছিল
হ্যাঁ না দই দেয় না
ও এটাই দই দেয় না
না না টমেটো দিয়ে দিয়েছি না দই আমরা
Now allow it to pressure cook
only one whistle
and you should wait for one whistle and it's done. Finally the cooking is done and the wholesome biryani is ready. You can see. Oh, it's already water is coming in my mouth actually. That's wholesome biryani. So wholesome lunch is ready and it's ready. We'll first prepare our salads, then we'll gradually start eating. Finally some chicken for my mongrel too. He was waiting for these delicious chickens. So our Bhalkimachan trip is complete. We have completed our lunch and taken some rest. Now it's around 2 o'clock, so we decided to go home. It's very hot and I am feeling very much exhausted today. I don't know why. I think the weather is not favorable for this sort of trip, but still, since I love to drive, I couldn't ignore it. So it will take another 3.5 hours to reach home. So thank you friends for being with us, and if you have liked this video, please do subscribe our channel for more videos like this.
Please subscribe our channel Super Cyber Cap.
Thank you very much.